here we are in sunny Florida, enjoying the beautiful weather out here with Jose, my man Joven. We're basically looking to get two different perspectives of the business and of the product, Kangen water. I'm pretty sure you heard of it. If you haven't heard of it, look up online. There's tons of videos that you can find. And basically, the reason I chose these two gentlemen here is because this man's been with the business how long now?
Going on 4 years.
4 years, and Joven's actually not even in the business, so I wanted to get those two different perspectives from someone who's already in the company and established, from someone who's interested and has seen and have their own personal experience with the water. And just to throw a disclaimer out there, you know, Joven, he is a professional boxer, but he's not sponsored or isn't endorsing the water. He's basically just sharing his personal experience of what he felt, what the improvements he felt in his training. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Joven. Joven, so we gave you about 3 gallons, right?
I didn't go more. I tried it for about a week now, so I've had probably about, like, you give me 6 gallons or so.
About 6, yeah, well, yeah, so 6 gallons.
Yeah.
And within that week, you know, what can you explain or try to give us a little bit of detail, like what did you feel, what did you experience when you were doing?
Well, I mean, the first thing off the bat that I felt was more energy. Like, even trying the water before even my training, trying the water with while I was at work, drinking it. That was all I drank throughout the period of this trial, and so I felt a boost in energy, a boost in I just felt better. It was weird. Like I do part of the time. I work at elementary school as a coach as well, and so roughly around 1 o'clock I would be falling asleep. Like I'm like trying to keep myself awake and falling asleep. And so I started noticing. I'm like, man, it's like 1 o'clock and I'm not tired. Like I don't know. I assume like, okay, maybe it's just something different. But I started noticing how I kept drinking the water. I'm like, yo, this water is actually like it's giving me more energy. And so the more I kept drinking it, like 2-3 days later in my training, I started to feel I wasn't running and like how I should have been. And so my air, my wind, I felt more alert. My wind wise in sparring, I felt like if I had been running for months, like my wind was just up there. And it was just,
when you say your wind, you mean like your stamina?
Yeah, my stamina, all of that. My stamina, my wind. I can go longer in the rounds. I was able to throw more punches and not feel as tired as when I used to before, when I would be drinking like Gatorade or you know, the regular water that we found at the gym. And so noticing the difference between just being on this water. Before, if I would throw like maybe a 5-punch combination, I'd be winded and I'd have to move around and try to, you know, not get hit and recoup. But with this water, I was literally, I'm throwing punches, backing up and going back in, and it was just, I felt more stamina, I felt I had more wind, and it was just overall like I can go for longer.
That's awesome. So in other words, can you say as a professional boxer, do you see this being a benefit, you know, in your career and actually helping you out in your career?
I don't even want to touch Gatorade no more, to be honest. Like I only thought of, like, honestly, I only drank Gatorade really just because as like a juice. I could never drink it during any performance or anything like that. But even the other water, like drinking any of that type of bottled water or water from the gym, I wouldn't even touch it. In between the rounds, I wouldn't even drink the water they were giving because that was from the tap, and it was just, I just didn't want to drink that water. This water is so much smoother, it's so much lighter. I don't feel so heavy when I drink the water. Awesome. And so I definitely see this as, I mean, I want to incorporate this more in my camp, in my training camps, and it's definitely something I'm going to utilize.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing the story, and we're gonna move on to Jose, the man that's been with the business. How many years? I forgot.
Four, going on
4 years.
Yeah,
4 years, established, full time. You know, and just tell us a little bit about your story.
Man, for about 6 years ago, my father was put on first. He got rid of some health challenges that he had, like high blood pressure, cholesterol. I think normal things Spanish people have. Lost 27 pounds. After all of that, for 2 years, I didn't pay no attention to him. I was like, man, you know, come on, water's water. You know, come on, you know. do your thing, pops. But at 2 years,
we all get a little skeptic at first.
you know, like, come on, water's water. I think everybody thinks water's water. But funny joke, man. He said, if water's water, next time you're thirsty, get toilet water.
Oh,
Like, wait, man. You know.
that puts things in
Okay.
perspective, right?
But I said, well, depending where it comes from. He's like, exactly. This is a medical device in Japan. That's this. Actually, he told me that I still didn't really pay too much mind, but he brought me another water, 2.5. So it's like bleach. This water, he got rid of a toothache. I was like blown away. I'm like, hold up. This is another type of water. So I finally went into the office. Everything I saw made sense. I mean, it was almost common sense. So I was like, well, let me try the water. I tried it 3 days. Allergies and asthma gone. 8 days, 10 pounds lighter. Back pain gone. More energy and brain clarity. All that was replaced. I was like, man, this thing is amazing. I was like, okay, let me share this with some people. It was a no-brainer for me. I started sharing the water, man. That's how I got introduced to it. Okay.
4 years later.
4 years later,
Now
we
you-
still
now you do it
grinding
full-time.
it full time.
And so you do this full time, but the business has also helped you. It opened up other avenues of what you do in your own, personal dreams, personal life. So can you share a little bit about that?
Well, after a year and 3 months, I was able to tell my boss, you're fired, but you work. I'm leaving. So I
You fired
left.
your boss.
Yeah, I fired my boss. So I left him working, and we began to grind out, man. With full-time ministry. I am a full-time ministry. So from there, we've been able to invest in school. I mean, just amazing things that we've been able to do. And I think the most important part for me is the time freedom. Many people focus on money. Actually, I like how to say people spend all their health so Kogi can get money, but then they spend all their money to recuperate their health. So here, like, we got the best of both worlds, where we have the good health. Obviously, you have my story. You got the wealth part of that. My address changed. A bunch of things changed in my life just by sharing and caring for water. It's
So
crazy.
Let me ask you this: would you consider yourself a salesperson? I say someone, the regular average Joe, is like wanting to get into the business, but they don't feel like they have the talent or the
Right. They don't have the background.
right. Are they, salesperson? Would you consider yourself a salesperson after 4 years, or what is it? What is it that you do to get established?
That's a good question, because many people have it, that misconception that this is a sales thing, and it's not. I haven't sold one machine yet, bro. Like, really, I haven't sold one.
Wow.
But I had many, more than hundreds purchase machines.
Okay.
And why I say that is because I don't try to sell this to anyone. I just share it, I educate them, and because the water works, it's a no-brainer for them. And they say, man, I need this water. So they purchase the water, again, without me selling anything, and I get a check. I get paid. I get mailbox money, man, for helping people get healthy. And if they don't buy, that's fine. I educated them. And at the end of the day, this is gonna be like the next microwave. Everybody's gonna have one in the house. At the end of the day.
I agree. So as you can see, you don't have to be some kind of salesperson, some kind of professional that knows how to push product. You basically just share the water. Share the water. People will have their own experience, as Joven shared. He's a healthy person as it is, and for the water to make even a difference in him already being healthy, imagine someone who's trying to get healthy, who's more health conscious and want to get better. You're gonna get results quickly. And the slogan of the company is change your water, change your life. And so we're changing a life at a time. We're sharing the water, and the rest is history. As you can hear from my man here, he's been with the company 4 years. It's a company that's been around since 1970. A company that's not even in debt, and it's not going anywhere. And like he said, this is a product that's going to be in every home in the future. So, thank you, gentlemen, for coming out and sharing a bit of your story, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Peace.